the World Cup champions of 1999.
What a victory for the Sri Lankans. A fantastic
Pakistan win the World Cup. A magnificent performance.
Here's the man who's been largely responsible for us over the last.
The first World Cup. That is Australia's joy. And England.
Welcome to another episode of Match Point by Dr. Adnan, and you are watching special episode. A very, very special guest is here with us today. Dr. Adnan is going to introduce him right now.
Yes, I welcome all of you on the Match Point, and today we have someone very special. Lot of requests on the Facebook, on the YouTube, and the super duper star right next to me. He was the captain of the Australian national team. He is the master blaster. When bat is in with his hands, and then he is on fire, he is on the song, there is no one stopping him. Explosive opening batsman, first ever Australian cricketer in the history of 132 years since 1877. Since the origin of cricket, he is the one who came without playing significantly in the Sheffield. Otherwise, a huge list, the huge Aussie stars, green baggy caps, they are coming via this, and he was such a miracle to come in the Australian team. He came, he conquered, and he is playing. He is having now plenty of experience around the globe playing the leagues, and he is the star of the Sunrisers Hyderabad and crucial role in making them to the finals. He is the fourth player to win the Allen Border medal more than once in his career, and he is the first ever batsman to score the 3 centuries at the Waka Perth, which is the paradise of fast bowlers. IPL, he holds the records for the most runs as an overseas player, 4,014, most half centuries, 35, and the highest individual score by any skipper there on the record until today's date, 126.
Wow.
We are having our very own David Warner, the Aussies previous skipper, with us. Hello David, how are you?
Thank you very much.
How are you?
Good.
Welcome to
How
our
are you?
show.
Thank you.
First of all, David, I thank you so much, and we are obliged that you took a precious time and you came to my show, and congratulations on winning today's game.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you in the finals of this tournament also.
I appreciate it. Thanks for your kind words.
Yeah, so actually we played exactly 2 days ago here in cricket, and it was a great match between whole of the media. And we took a picture with the trophy too.
Oh,
and
awesome.
I hope that
I can
you
do that
guys
as
can take that trophy. It's a beautiful silver trophy.
Yeah.
Wish you best of luck
Thank
for that.
you very much.
First of all, I would like to ask you that what's your feeling about this league? This is the first time ever in Toronto,
Yep.
and what's the future about this league?
Yeah, look, from my perspective, you know, I've played in the Big Bash, I played in IPL, I've played in England, I've played in New Zealand, and this is my first tournament basically outside of that. I think it's a great concept, great initiative. 2020 cricket's amazing. I think it's great for associates, you know, to galvanise a community together to support cricket and Canada cricket in general. You know, it's one of those things where we try to make it a global game, and without tournaments like this, it won't be global. And we're fortunate enough to be able to participate in it. I'm excited. I really enjoy it. The wickets are quite challenging, but it's good.
Okay, very well. Best of luck. Especially in North America, it's really, really difficult just to beat baseball, you know, because baseball is very common over here. So I hope that cricket should flourish in North America too. Yeah.
So David, what are the things you are looking forward as you have plenty of experience in the leagues? what was the thing which you don't want here right now? I mean flaws, at the same wicket also, the same ground. What are your suggestions to improve the league? Because this is a baby team, the baby brain of the marquee groups and the first ever time. What the things you want the improvement the next time you come here?
Yeah, look, from a player's perspective, it's, you know, you're reusing the same wicket, so it's quite challenging in itself. But when you're first on the scene, you're always going to have teething problems. So, you know, whether it's use two grounds or a different ground, I think it's very hard to get the groundsman to prepare wickets. You know, it's hard for him because you'll play on 3 different wickets. I only heard today that they usually use 1 wicket in the summer here. He's had to use 3 wickets, and he's under pressure as well to try and produce good wickets because it's on global TV. So, from our perspective, it's just basically, you know, making sure the facilities are good. The facilities here are good. Just when you're practicing, you know, turf wickets, you know, making sure all of that is running smoothly. The logistics and operations side of it has been fantastic. You know, people deserve a lot of credit for that. And to get the tournament going up and running in the last 8 months, it's been great.
All of you who were wishing this star with us, David Warner, the dream for you came true. David Warner is right now on our set. These exclusive feeds you are seeing on the Match Point by Dr. Adnan on the E-Awaz. And we will ask David Warner about the Paddington, the suburbs of the Sydney where he started his career and the early days. David, I have heard that when you were 13-year-old, you were the right-handed, and then your coach was telling you to shift your switch because you were playing in the air. How come, man, this is possible? I can't do that. How come you did?
It was, yeah, it was bizarre. Not bizarre, but I had natural ability to hit the ball in the air like I normally do now as a left-hand cricket player. But he said to me just to try 1 season bat right-handed, and I ended up scoring lots of runs. But for me, it's about having the power. I felt like I lost my leg side power. So I had good power through, you know, covers and everything and driving straight, but I just felt like for me to get the best out of myself was to bat left-handed and trying to work out as a young kid how to keep the ball on the ground, when to hit the ball in the air. And look, we're still learning now.
Yeah, and David, we are impatiently waiting for you to come in the PSL. When are you coming to the Pakistan Super League, and why not?
Well, this could be a good opportunity this year. It just depends on what happens with Cricket Australia, and you know, we're excited to be our names to be thrown up there to actually participate in it. So, you know, if all's going well, I'm back on the park for Australia earlier. But if not, you know, the Pakistan league's there. I think you've got the Bangladesh Premier League as well. So there's a lot of cricket there leading in for us to get formed leading into the World Cup as well. So that's the most important thing from where I stand as a cricket player.
Yeah, and David Warner, just we want to ignite the memories of the 2015 World Cup, the quarter-final game against Pakistan, when Rahat Ali dropped Shane Watson of Wahab Riaz. What about that spell, and how you see if that catch would have been taken, where the things were shaping off? Although there is no ifs and buts in the cricket, but the agony of those moments in both the nations, how was the game?
I'm sure he's trying not to relive that moment again. It was a great contest, a great battle. Wahab had his backside up and he was bowling fast. It was a good battle between him and Shane. And from a cricketer, I was disappointed that they both got reprimanded and in trouble for the little banter that was going on, because you want to see that. You know, that's a great contest. You know?
In the heat of the time, this happens.
It happens all the time. There's a World Cup, it's a big stage. You know, so the contest was amazing. What would have happened? I don't know. We were in some trouble at that stage. The wicket was coming on nicely. There was a bit of dew around. Look, I can't honestly say that, you know, things wouldn't have went our way, but Shane Watson's knock after being dropped on, I think it was 1, you know, it turned the game around and it won it for us.
Yes, David, the last before going to the break, I just want to ignite some memories about the 1999 World Cup when Stephen Waugh picked the World Cup, and one time Australia are so dangerous team. Once they are back in the business, no one's stopping them. And I remember that they were going out of the World Cup, and Stephen Waugh said at that time, I don't know much about the game plan. I only know that we have to win next 7 games in a row. And the unbelievable match between South Africa and them, and the Lance Cruiser got run out, and with the Alan Donald mix up, and previous match Herschel Gibbs dropped the dolly catch, and Stephen Waugh said, son, you didn't drop the catch, you dropped the World Cup. What about those games?
Those games are awesome. Like, you know, you look back at those memories and people always talk about, you know, what do you remember about that stuff? And the only thing that comes to mind when you talk about that is that run out. Yeah. Because that's highlights everywhere, and that was the pinnacle of the whole series and how Australia won. Like, that one moment, that's what happens in cricket. It's a funny game, and we always talk about, like for us to win here, we have to win 3 games in a row. So we won one today, and then we've got 3 more games we've got to win. So that's just what happens. That's the nature of the beast. You have to work as hard as you can. Don't think too far ahead of yourself. And Steve Waugh was a great leader. He was tenacious. He had serious, like in himself, he was like a warrior. He always went out there, played the game hard, and if you crossed the line with him, he put you back in place.
Yeah. You are watching David Warner on Match Point. We will take a short break, and when we will come back from the break, we will do a rapid fire with David Warner, and Dr. DILNASHEEN will do a straight drive, and we will try to clean him up, clean ball David Warner. Stay tuned to the Match Point. We will be right back.
Welcome back to Match Point by Dr. Adnan. You are watching a very special show with David Warner, and we're going to play straight drive with him. David, are you ready? Okay.
I don't play straight though.
Okay. Your favorite singer?
Favorite singer? Oh, John Farnham. He's a older man now.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day.
Okay. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Oh, Top Gun.
Oh, wow. It's mine too. Okay. Favorite spot in America and Canada?
Right where we are now.
Favorite ground?
In the world, oh, it's a tough one. I love the SCG.
Australia.
I love the SCG.
Okay. Yeah. Best.
And David, I will just want to interrupt you for the one
sure,
second.
sure.
For the SCG, we have a lot of memories, and we were so sorry with your brother and with your brotherly friend, brotherhood with Phil Hughes, and that unfortunate incident. We were so unhappy and so sad for this. David, what about your views about that one? And Australian cricket in the deep trouble, losing the son and later on the Richie Beno, and those were how were that tough time you spent out there?
Sad days.
Yeah, it was very challenging. It's one that was sticking them obviously in our minds forever because I was on the field the same day.
Behind the
happened.
wickets.
I saw everything that unfolded, but from where we stand as a cricket community, we united together. We had to stay strong, and still to this day we still stay strong. And he's always with me at the other end. He was a legend of a guy. He was so laid back from the country, serious talent, and the unfortunate of the game. It was a 1 in a million spot that it hit him, and when he fell, it was tough for us because we sort of knew what was happening when we're out there, but we got together and galvanised together as a team, and he's always in our memories, and he's always with our thoughts, and he's along the way.
Rest in peace, Phil Hughes.
Yeah. Okay, back to straight drive. We're going to ask David Warner about his best and favorite moments in your career.
Best and favourite moments, I think, well, my first Test 100, even though we lost the game, I think carrying my bat there was one of my special moments in Test match cricket. Obviously my debut was a very, very special time in my life. To come out there and play with freedom and play the way I did, and put my name up on the world stage was awesome. And memories, winning the World Cup is always special, and beating England 5-0 at home.
Of course. Your favorite food?
Favourite food? I like chicken. I'm a pretty basic person, chicken and vegetables.
Okay.
Yeah, or my mum's spaghetti bolognese.
All right. So, what's your favorite food regarding Asian stuff? I'm a spicy one.
I don't eat any, but I'll have butter chicken, that's it.
But same like Ben.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't eat much.
Okay.
Or dal here and there.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that's great. That's great stuff. Okay, your favorite destination holiday?
Phew. We go across to Fiji quite a bit. It's a home away from home. It's a great place. I absolutely love going there. But if you're going to say like a different holiday, I enjoy going to Dubai. There's so many things to do there. You can ski, you can swim, you can
Anything.
whatever you want is there.
Yeah, exactly.
Within 20 kilometers, anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not so far. Anyways, with whom you got 2 times deceived by which person, like in your life ever?
What do you mean?
I've been deceived by a one person twice.
Yeah.
In what context?
Any.
Any.
Ever happened to your life?
No.
No.
No, never
Okay,
happened.
most annoying thing.
My pet hates punctuality. You got to be on time. If someone says that we're here at 1
You
o'clock,
have to wait for that.
you have to be there. Be
Yeah.
there 5 minutes early. It's not hard.
Okay. Your best habits.
I'm a caring person.
Your worst one.
Ooh, I'm very stubborn.
Okay.
Very stubborn.
All right. Okay. So, how do you feel that you feel complete when the other person on the other hand of the pitch is with you?
Who is batting at the other end when David Warner feels himself complete? They can ruin and demolish the bowling side.
Yeah.
Which bowler or batter at the other end?
I mean the other batter who is at the other end non-striking when you feel complete.
Yeah.
That you can chase any target.
Yeah.
Oh, Virat Kohli.
Oh,
All right. He's the second man.
he's your opponent in the IPL.
Yeah.
But he's the best player, among the best players. Yeah.
Who's Virat or me?
So I just
Thank you so much. Thanks.
David, playing the last moments of my program, I just want to tell you that David Warner is the one who broke the record of Majid Khan when in the late 60s, making the century against New Zealand when he did it in the late 60s and the early 70s. After 45 years, this gentleman had broke the record when the poor Pakistan team went on the Australian tour, and he did it in a test match before the lunch. And if I go to the Australian domestic circuit, playing for the New South Wales, he broke the record for the highest Australian one-day domestic record. You can believe that the 197 came off only on 141 balls. 24th and the 10 towering sixes, surpassing the Jimmy Myers previous record of 187. David, any memories of that match? You remember that match?
Yeah, we needed four off, I think 6 balls, and I was on 197. And I hit it right out of the screws, and there was a bit of shadowing over the ground, and I thought I'd got the boundary, and the guy dived and catched it or caught it, and but we won the game. That's the most important thing.
And before saying goodbye to David Warner, obviously over last in the special round of the match point, that is the rapid fire, and we which clean him up. The clean bowled instinct for the David Warner. Best batsman you have ever bowled.
Best batsman I've ever seen.
You have ever bowled. If you have given a ball in the hand, best batsman you feel.
Oh,
You have put the ball.
Difficult one.
That's very difficult.
Yeah.
Best bowler you have ever faced.
Best bowler, I would have to say, consistently, when I've played against him a lot, Jimmy Anderson's a very good bowler.
Worst batsman you have ever seen in your life. Who's the number 11? Most of the people say Murli.
Murli. Yes, Machan. Definitely.
Okay.
And the worst bowler you have ever faced. Who is the opener?
The worst bowler I've ever faced would have to be, could be myself.
Imran Khan, Kapil Dev, Ian Botham, Sir Richard Headley, Dennis Lillee. What is David Warner's pick?
Dennis Lillee, to face him every day of the week.
If David Warner has to face Michael Holding, Andy Roberts, Jewel Garner, Malcolm Marshall, whom he will try to avoid?
All of them. After facing Mohammed Irfan, I don't want to go back and face him as well.
If you would not have been a cricketer, what David Warner would have been?
I would have been an astronaut.
If I would not be a doctor, I would love to be astronaut.
Your best roommate on the cricketing days?
Oh, that goes back, we haven't roomed with each other for a long time. Nathan Lyon, when we were in the A tours.
Your worst roommate? Who's the destructor?
Oh, Doug Bollinger.
Your favorite skipper Aussie skipper?
Aussie skipper, I've only had two. Both of them. They're
Both
both
of them. Your favorite Pakistan skipper?
good. Jesus. Wouldn't have a clue. There's so many of them.
You are on the drafting. Shoaib Akhtar or Brett Lee? Whom you will pick?
Oof. Well, if I was captain, Brett Lee could show back Akhtar's run up a little bit further, so I have to go between overs.
Okay.
If David Warner has to avoid one bowler, whom he will avoid? Brett Lee or Shoaib Akhtar?
Neither. I'll take them both on.
Wow! Brian Lara or Sachin Tendulkar?
Oh, Jesus. I want both of them.
David Gower, Javed Miandad, Sunil Gavaskar, Alan Border. David Warner's pick in the test match drafting.
Oh, where are you playing? I would pick all of them in their own country.
AB de Villiers, Corey Anderson, Shahid Khan Afridi. Yours pick.
A bit of a
All the people AB de Villiers except Ben McDermott.
Yes.
When New Zealand will win the World Cup?
When will New Zealand win the World Cup?
Yes.
Which one? The one
Any
day?
World Cup. One day. Oh yeah, one day World Cup. Cricket World Cup. One day World Cup.
Well, hopefully it's not while I'm playing.
When South Africa will win the knockout game?
Win the knockout game. Jesus. Let them get past the first round first.
And when Pakistan will beat India in a World Cup game?
I don't know. Who won last time? Oh, that was Champions Trophy.
No, they're never
In
able
World
to
Cup,
beat
they never-
India in a World
Yeah.
Cup, unfortunately.
Well, it's going to be challenging. England, different conditions. I want to be there to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. The last question before going, tell us about your daughter. Is she a passionate fan of Daddy? Daddy's batting or a bowling? What she's liking?
Both my daughters?
Yeah, the keeping or what she?
No, they love. Oh well, my eldest daughter loves Mitchell Stark. She wants to be a bowler, and my little one just wants to cricket bat to smack daddy.
Okay. And the Candice Warner, is she sportive with you on the field, off the field? I mean, how much sport you are getting, energy you are getting from her?
I'm getting a lot of support. That's why I married her.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
David.
so much.
And we wish you good luck in the future.
Thank
and
you.
we want to see you soon back on the stadium. There is nothing, no cricket in the modern day is complete without David Warner.
Yes.
Thank you.
If David
Absolutely.
Warner is in the song, we want to see. And
Yeah.
wish you good luck, and we want to see you back in the World Cup.
Thank you
Yes.
very much. I appreciate
Thank you
your
so
time.
much
Thank you.
that you came to my show.
Thank you.
And it's a huge respect we give you. And lot of fans have asked, and they will be very happy to see you.
No problem.
So this was the Australian super duper star David Warner, and this is it from the match point. When I will come back next time, I will be with a new superstar, still a surprise. Who will be with me? Stay tuned to the EAWAS. You are watching Match Point. Time for me to sign off from here. Take care and bye bye.
Fantastic.
Here's the man who's been largely responsible for a goal of the